Yes, we have a geometrical horizon.
No, we don't. It's been debunked with the black swan.
Are you kidding?
No, I'm not kidding. It's been debunked.
You're the one claiming the geometrical horizon is what debunks the globe Earth.
Hold on. What is the full rendition of the argument, Brenda? You tell us.
I don't have it in front of me, but basically you're claiming that the geometric horizon is limited to 1.2 miles, especially when you're 1 foot off the water. The image apparently shows a horizon being in excess of 9 miles distant, and therefore that debunks the globe.
No, that's not the argument.
Well, it's not precisely it, but in broad forms.
Well, then you haven't given it then. So
your argument is that there is a logical inconsistency between us asserting that the geometric horizon should be approximately 1 point blah blah.
That's wrong.
Miles
that's wrong.
From
that's
an
wrong.
observer
that's
standing.
Wrong. Not should
5
be.
feet.
That's wrong. Stop talking.
I know it's not.
Stop talking. When I say that's wrong, I don't expect you to keep babbling. No, incorrect. Wrong. Don't want to hear any more babble. You don't know the argument, like most of you. You haven't got a vague clue how to repeat it. Now, it's not should be. Yeah? There's a must in there. And the must is based on physical geometry. But you don't know the argument, clearly.
I do know the argument.
Well, give it us.
You don't have
repeat it then.
Your claim is that the geometric horizon must be 1.22 miles from an observer 5 feet above sea level.
No, that's wrong. Still wrong. No, that's incorrect.
It clearly does.
Don't tell me what it clearly does or doesn't do. I know the argument. I could repeat it verbatim without having it on screen, which it is.
Nathan, arguments aren't...
I don't want to hear about your obfuscation about telling me what an argument is or isn't. You either repeat it back to me so I know you understand it, or you don't. So far, you don't. So I'm not interested in what you think an argument is either. Little countermeasure fired off because you don't know the argument. Don't care what you think an argument is. I want to hear you repeat it.
That every horizon must be 1.2 miles from an...
Wrong!
That's literally what it says.
It doesn't. It's got it underlined in bold, in red, with hash marks either side of it. So when you miss out no more than something denoting the geometric physical restraints of a sphere, and you leave it out, I'm going to say no, that's not repeating it. You can't read, let alone comprehend this argument.
Horizon must
Shut up!
No more than
you still haven't repeated the argument. I've told you I don't want to entertain the argument with you if you can't even read it, let alone know it and repeat it verbatim without having it on screen and failing to just repeat it after reading the words. Yeah, quote mining, cherry picking. Yeah, you're cherry picking the argument you want to have an argument with, ignoring the bit that actually explains the geometric physicality no more than a certain distance, because that's what the physicality restraints would dictate. Now, I know you want to ignore the fact that there's physical restraints to your claim of a physical sphere with a physical horizon and say suddenly it's apparent. Yeah, I appreciate you'd like to worm away from the actual argument. But the geometry, which is physical, has restraints. You claiming apparent because you don't repeat the argument is pathetic. Cherry-picking fundies. Yeah, cherry-picking and quote mining, wasn't she, ladies and gentlemen? That's all they've got now. Deceit and cherry-picking. Yeah? Yeah, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to have endless babble from people who don't understand the argument. No way, I'm not doing it anymore. If you come here, you need to know the argument, and you're going to tell me what the argument is before we have this discussion. You telling me that it's a stupid argument, and then giving me a rough rendition of it that you think is the argument, that's not going to fly. I want to know that you know the argument before we banter about it.